So we're at the midway point of the season now. Match day number 9 as Arsenal host Ipswich Town. Should be a great game. This Arsenal looking to bounce back after last time. They got defeated 4-0 by Crewe Alexandra. Matter of fact, they've lost twice in the previous 2 fixtures. Also a 2-0 loss to Wolverhampton in match day 7. Ipswich need a good result here. Arsenal all the same. Arsenal get a win here. They could get themselves back into the top 3. Whether or not that'll happen is going to be up to Ipswich Town, and if they are able to claim some points here. Oh, I didn't change it to the... This isn't... Oh, yeah, I've just got it to the classic camera. Okay. Well, no, honestly, I don't hate it, so I'll stay with it. It's Martinelli. Trying to move inwards here. He's under pressure from Kieran Trippier on the right side. On the left side, rather. It's Marcus Rashford now. Gabriel is brought down in the box. No calls to be had, and it looks as if Ipswich trying to move forward now. It's Darwin Núñez. Remember, was the man traded away from Manchester United. Slips it to Richarlison. That might be a good pass. Jadon Sancho back to Richarlison. Pressure from Saliba. And it's taken by Saliba through to Kudus and over to Martin Odegaard. And Kudus once more. Arsenal, as you may have seen yesterday, took the aggregate victory over Manchester United, getting them through to the final of the domestic cup tournament, where they will face that of Wrexham. 2 clubs which started this season as 2 of the best teams in the league, and then since then have had a slight fall from grace, especially that of Arsenal. But 2 teams nonetheless that will face off in the final of the tournament at Wembley Stadium. Should be a fantastic game, that. Darwin Núñez brought off the ball by Kevin De Bruyne. It's Endo to Rashford. Just if Gabriel's going to get in front of it, it'll find Onana backwards. It's Kanji. Get round Marcus Rashford in defense. Will he pass inwards to Endo. And then Gabriel. Trippier to Phil Foden on the right side. McAllister inwards to Endo, back to Kanji. Mohamed Kudus intercepts. Here goes Kudus. If he can get past Henry here, he may have a fair opportunity at finding a man in the box here. There's Rashford. Rashford by himself at the near post. Is he going to have a shot? He does. Saved by Onana, not headed away correctly by Gabriel. Finally, Phil Foden will dribble it into space. That will relieve the pressure for the time being. It's Kanji. Let's have a look at the other fixtures yet to come today. Next up, Crewe Alexandra, league leaders, will host Southampton. Wolverhampton Wanderers will host Liverpool. And Manchester United will host Wrexham. Should be a fantastic slate of fixtures for you today. Crystal Palace having the bye week. After last time out, Palace defeating that of Wrexham 1-0. That was a great game for Palace. It's Darwin Núñez. Trying to move inwards. De Bruyne, I think, actually puts in a good tackle on Malaysia. Timber to Saliba. Wan-Bissaka. Jadon Sancho can tackle here. That'll put Ipswich in a good position. McAllister actually does get the ball back, and here he is. Richarlison may have Phil Foden on the right side. Richarlison. De Bruyne tackles. And a backwards pass to Flecken. For the time being, danger averted. This Arsenal squad playing very carefully. We're a team that hadn't conceded through the first 3-4 rounds of the season. Conceded 6 in the previous 2 games. There's Martin Odegaard. That's Kevin De Bruyne. To Rashford. To De Bruyne. To Odegaard. Get around Kieran Trippier here. like it will be out for a corner. Kieran Trippier apparently getting that one out of play. I thought could have sworn this one would go down as a goal kick, but apparently not. Martinelli to take. He's swinging in. Got De Bruyne at the near post. He's got Joelinton in the center. He's got Rashford. He's got, I believe that's Timber as well. Headed from Joelinton, but quite wide then. It's going to be a goal kick. Midfield. Well, I thought Richarlison was going to come up with it. Joelinton did instead. It's Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus going backwards now. Back to Saliba. Defense. Back to Kudus. There's Martin Odegaard. Tackled by Akanji. Very nicely done. Now it's McAllister. Oh, can he slip it through to Jadon Sancho? Yes, he can. I think, has he gotten past Wan-Bissaka? No. Wan-Bissaka with some good recovery efforts there. Because for the time being, in the beginning of that move, he was certainly beaten by Jadon Sancho. He did end up getting back around to the ball. And Ipswich having to defend again. Half an hour gone here. Still not really any attempts for either side. Of course, Joelinton had the header on the corner. It's really been the only shot per se of the game. Henry to Kanji. I think Odegaard put in a good tackle there. It's Joelinton to De Bruyne. Has Mohamed Kudus on the right side. Kudus trying to work inwards now. Passes back. I think he was trying to get it to maybe Odegaard or Joelinton, was overhit either way. Back with Darwin Núñez in midfield, but it looks as if Joelinton will get Núñez off the ball. And now Martinelli on the left side to Joelinton. De Bruyne, back to Rashford. De Bruyne again to Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard, the shot, and it's in. Well, the captain, Martin Odegaard, puts away the opening goal for Arsenal. I think it took them a little bit longer than they would have hoped for, but either way, that goal still has happened. Let's see, so De Bruyne with it. Good pass to Odegaard, who I didn't think had as much space here. And has he hit that with the outside of his foot? It certainly looked as if he had. That's exactly what he's done. He's curled it with the outside of his foot past Onana at the far post. And Martin Odegaard puts one away here to open the scoring. So 1-0 here to Arsenal. And it's got about 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Ipswich haven't looked as threatening. Despite the losses from Ipswich this season, they have scored in 2 out of the last 3 games. They scored in the 2-1 loss to United. They scored in the 1-3 loss to Wolverhampton. Drew level with Palace at 0-0. And actually went 2-2 against Southampton, the fixture before that. So the squad can score. Just wondering why they're having as many woes as they are. Again, on paper with the ratings that this game gives to the teams, these are 2 very evenly matched teams, as it turns out. It's Phil Foden to Jadon Sancho. Trying to work inwards now. Tackled by Malaysia. And 1 minute out of time, almost over here. I think that'll probably do it. Once Joelinton gets this away, yes he does. That'll do it for the first half. Martin Odegaard puts in the opener for Arsenal. Other than that, it's been a pretty even game between the 2 sides. But the one true chance that Arsenal had, they put away. And that's why they are in the lead of this fixture. Ipswich have tried to threaten the Arsenal back four quite a lot this game, have yet to penetrate the defense. Yeah, Ipswich with more possession, no shots, 11 more passes attempted, equal-ish pass accuracy, 10 tackles for Arsenal, some of the most we've seen. I think it was that of, who went down with the assist there? De Bruyne? And Odegaard with the goal, as we saw. So Arsenal get us back on our way here at the Emirates. kind of like this camera setting a little bit more. You can kind of get just a little bit more. I get a little bit more just the display of the pitch, really. Tackle there. Now that looked a rightly stern challenge. I'm actually a little surprised the official didn't call a foul for that, as he was kind of swept from behind him. But either way, Marcus Rashford now to De Bruyne. Can he get it through to Rashford? It might be overhit, and it is. Kanji with it now. Out to Jadon Sancho on the left side, to Richarlison. Richarlison's probably, I think, undoubtedly been the top scorer for this Ipswich squad, despite the addition of Darwin Núñez. Matter of fact, Darwin Núñez has not scored since joining Ipswich, which I find quite surprising. It's Phil Foden. And it's to Richarlison. Can he get past Saliba? No. Great defending from Saliba. And now Arsenal looking to move forward. Martinelli to Rashford, back to Martinelli to De Bruyne now in midfield, and back to Martinelli again. It's Rashford. Well, Martin Odegaard nearly had an opportunity to get that one at the near post, but Andre Onana gets out quickly. It's Jadon Sancho now. Get past Wan-Bissaka. For the time being, he just might. Sancho, Wan-Bissaka tackles. De Bruyne in midfield. Martinelli versus Arturo Endo. There's Odegaard. To Joelinton. Arsenal may have a convincing attack going here. There's Rashford, who stayed on sides. This is Kieran Trippier, back to Joelinton. Tackled by Endo, but still at the feet of Arsenal. It's Mohamed Kudus. Gets past Kieran Trippier, back to Odegaard. Odegaard trying to find a turn, and no, he can't. Ipswich finally get that one away. Could be on the break here. Phil Foden has Richarlison. Has Sancho on the left side, but instead what they've done, they've slowed it down. It's McAllister, back to Kieran Trippier. Gabriel. Kanji, back to Gabriel. "65 minutes played. And Ipswich have gotten themselves into a couple like these types of positions. They haven't yet found a shot on goal. Though that could change here shortly with Jadon Sancho. Well, I lied. Flecken to have the goal kick here. Flecken upfield. McAllister will get in the way to Darwin Núñez. McAllister to Richarlison. Endo. Good pressure here in the deeper midfield by Arsenal. Really the only reason why they haven't broken through yet, but Richarlison to McAllister, the shot blocked. Can he get another one? No. And De Bruyne gets that one out of danger. 20 minutes remain here. Touchline, it's now back to Saliba. Joelinton. Joelinton to Wan-Bissaka. Odegaard finds Joelinton, perhaps. Now finds De Bruyne. Back to Odegaard. Trying to get back to De Bruyne again. Intercepted. About 15 minutes remain here. For Ipswich to find an equalizer, perhaps. Oh, he's going to get past Malaysia there rather easily, it seems. Phil Foden. Corner swung in. Darwin Núñez was at the near post, couldn't get a header to it. Diving headed away by, I believe that was Timber. Phil Foden now. Look to get around Joelinton, he can. Phil Foden to Darwin Núñez, and it's tackled. Núñez brought down to the box, he's not happy. What's going on? Yeah, well, you know. There's Arturo Endo. Saved by the foot. Flecken. Good save. Now, this is what you're going to be kind of doing here. This is my brother's going to be trying to join this league next season. Yes, he is. Kieran Trippier is actually probably one of the only bright spots of this Ipswich side. They've looked very good. This Arsenal team, despite having all the superpowers in the world, matter of fact, Marcus Rashford was the leading goal scorer until last time out. But yeah, so you take anybody you want, and you put them on your team, and we got like a draft process. Maybe you should join the Discord. You get Discord, don't you? Yeah. What club would you pick though, if you joined? Assuming we go to, if we go to like European, this is just English this first season. If we went to European, what club do you think you'd go? I'll let you know if it's already been picked. Start with Núñez to Jadon Sancho, and tackled by Joelinton. Anyways. No, they don't. That's correct. That's a good way to good way to think that. I have a feeling that when Lancey, when we open this up to international, Lancey would probably go with Ajax. I know he is Dutch. I don't know if that's the club he supports or not. I think it might actually just normally. It might actually just be normally Arsenal. I think I could be wrong. I have Crystal Palace just because I like the jerseys. To be fair with you, they are the best jerseys in the Premier League. But it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne shoots past Onana, and that's got to be the winner. De Bruyne with one of his only goals of the campaign, despite being on Matchday 9.
Probably Nottingham.
You pick Nottingham? That's actually not a bad pick. I think that'd be, former Champions League winner Nottingham Forest. I think twice as well. So, but let's look at this here. So it's De Bruyne, and he's got space as well, and he has just curled that past Onana as well. You'd think with the height and the athleticism that Onana has, you'd have a better chance at that, but apparently not. You have Kieran Trippier on your Dream League team? There you go. The Dream League is like that is probably the most fun iPhone game. At least it was. I haven't played it in a long while, but
the old one was really good for the bicycle.
Oh, the old one was fantastic.
This is the bicycle kick that every time it's across,
That's kind of what these guys do. We haven't seen that yet. This is only the first match of the day, but I mean the amount of bicycle kick attempts that we have seen. Well, that's going to do it. Arsenal take a 2-0 victory over Ipswich here in Matchday 1.
And he is one.
And next up, we head over to Crewe Alexandra as they take on Southampton for match number 2. Okay, so match number 2 of this Matchday 9 series here. It will be that of Crewe Alexandra hosting Southampton. Crewe, the league-leading squad, which I didn't really see coming after their defeat to Crystal Palace in Matchday 1. They've had a couple of tricky fixtures, this Crewe squad, but since then they've done all the better that they've needed to do in Southampton after properly throttling Crystal Palace 6-0 back in Matchday 2. You'd think that they would have been better in the table, but that's actually not the case. But it is that of Crewe getting us underway. That's Bruno Guimaraes to Pedro Porro. This Crewe squad is actually not bad. I tell you what, on paper you wouldn't think it's one of the better teams in the league. And in fact, when you look at this Southampton squad with the 4-2-4 they have set up, they've got Heung-min Son, they've got Lukaku, they've got Saka, they've got Raheem Sterling on the far side, you've got Bernardo Silva in the middle. I mean, this squad should be performing fantastically, they're just not. Well, I think Crewe, has been the better squad, but you get Southampton going. Problem with Southampton, they'll score twice, and then they'll either lose the lead or they'll concede in the final minute of the game. They've been a great squad, but they cannot hold on.
Oh, so they're the opposite of Leverkusen?
Leverkusen, yeah, perhaps. That's actually, that's actually a proper, I would put that. Julian Alvarez trying to work inwards. Now, the best part about this Crewe squad is that there's so many people that do score on this team. It's not like a one-person scoring machine of the squad. It's not like Timo Werner, who has the 7 goals from the previous 8 match days. Matter of fact, he'll actually play, I believe, Wrexham coming up to get the final fixture now. Saka inwards to Son. That's a good save by Alisson then. You're a goalkeeper. Would you have made that save? Didn't look too tricky, did it? Oh, they didn't paint that line straight.
Well, I think it's just depending on the position you're in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he wasn't that far off of the ball.
Yeah.
Probably safe.
Oh, is this going to be a penalty or a free kick? What's the call here? I think it's just going to be a free kick. Yeah, it has to be. I'm not sure what the call was. I think maybe somebody jumped over another's back. Perhaps that is a call that's sometimes randomly seen. Wolverhampton versus Liverpool after this one. Wolverhampton has been a very strong side in recent games. Alisson's been a great keeper for this Crewe squad. He's done everything he's needed to do. But you got guys like Aaron Ramsdale on Palace who couldn't save a ball if it was handed to them. Shot from Julian Alvarez and saved by Pickford. Pickford was an interesting choice for goal for this team, actually. I think there was a couple better available, but Jordan Pickford not bad in his own right. Of course, when you play on Everton in real life, you do kind of fall off the face of the earth. Just ask Marwan Fellaini.
Remember when Rooney played for Everton?
Rooney did play for Everton. His highlight was scoring one from midfield, and then that was about it.
That's like his highlight with everything that wasn't him.
Yeah, there was that time when he played for DC. That was a fantastic come from behind goal, that one. Shut up. Giovanni Lo Celso has Jorginho. Oh, but he's offsides. I think it's got to be at least his foot, maybe his whole leg. That one was close. Let's see, what even was offside? Oh, his toes. His toes were offsides. Although, I mean, that is the correct call by Lino, I guess. There's new offsides rules that are coming in. Now it's just basically, from what I've read, you have to be in line with the final defender somehow. You can't be completely ahead of him, but you can be ahead of him. Not even slight. If your foot is still in line with him, you can have the rest of you ahead. That's I don't know if that's officially coming in or I don't know. But I don't know though. I think it's one of those things. It's like
I think they've just gotten too strict on it now.
Yes, but with how the law is written, I'm assuming that's why. Julian Alvarez trying to work across to Bruno Guimaraes, doesn't get it. And it looks as if Saka will take it on the side. It's interesting because I think it's going to definitely promote goal scoring, but if you're like me who appreciates good defensive football, then, you'll absolutely kind of think that's a mistake. You'll get guys like Ben Mee in central defense that will be beaten off the ball every single time. A guy that can't run. It's Lukaku now. To Saka. Oh, does he get through Pedro Porro? He does. Tries to find Lukaku in the middle, does clear it away. Manager on the touchline not happy with that. Nathan Ake collects. Been a very even game so far. I would say Crewe has definitely been on the attack more. Although, did I say that?
The Southampton's had better.
Yeah, they've at least gotten a corner with it. Maybe 2. Lukaku has done very well. I fear that he's not got enough pace or maneuverability to really get his way around the squad. Jesus, can he find Jorginho? Oh, good save by Pickford. I'll tell you that. That was a brilliant save from him because there was nobody there to help. Ben Chilwell in defense will find Thomas Partey forwards. And Wangman's son. Can he get past John Stones? No. Rock, who do you pick to win Euros this year? You think it's going to be France? Well, I mean...
honestly, though, I have a strong feeling Germany's getting it.
Oh, who's that down? Someone's just gone down there in the midfield. But Heung Min Son has it on the attack, and a pass back to Saka. I'm afraid play could stop if they don't have it, but it's Romelu Lukaku. They get past John Stones. He's got Son inwards. Tackled, and, well, the player has gotten to his feet, whoever it is. I'm sure we'll get the message in a second. No Scotland, no party.
Yeah, no, that's what I want.
I think, from what it seems, I think England's probably got the best chance. People really have the feeling that England could win this one.
Yeah,
Whether or not they will is different. What's interesting about this English national squad is that the majority of the players of the team, or well, of the club most represented is actually that of Crystal Palace, which is weird. You wouldn't have guessed that. Like Alvarez has gone down there. I think he has gotten up, so it couldn't have been too terrible. Whatever it was, he was holding his shoulder, I think. Remember that last time out, Crew did have somebody go down with an injury. They had to make a quick substitution, probably 20 minutes or less into the fixture. But injuries don't carry over in this league, obviously, since we just do kick off. You can't really keep track of injuries in the game, but, you know. I've yet to see anybody get suspended for multiple bookings or straight red, so that is interesting. Definitely suspensions would carry over, because I keep track of that. Julian Alvarez, Pedro Porro, back to Mahrez. 40 minutes gone here. Neither squad still have the breakthrough yet. Mahrez working forwards. It's tackled. Now back up to Heung Min Son. Son has actually been a pretty good player for the squad, although I would say Raheem Sterling has probably been the MVP for this team. Although it's Son now, the shot, and it does get past Allison this time. And it's 1-0 to Southampton over league-leading Crew. Like, I can't say I expected that. Not that Son hasn't scored, well, but as naturally as I'm talking about Raheem Sterling being the MVP, Son goes and scores. Great pass from Lukaku. Son's by himself, has it on his left foot, and Alvarez could still be nursing the injury. That could be part of it. But either way, right before halftime, Southampton do get the opening goal. You've so far correctly predicted this one. Well, no, you haven't. Well, you said Southampton first, and then you switched to Crew. Although, again, on paper, it should say that Southampton could win this game, but, you know. Crew Alexandra's squad, I mean, in recent fixtures, again, they dismantled Arsenal 4-0 before that. They didn't play Matchday 7. They had the bye week. They beat Wrexham 1-0, which was a great game for Crew. That was pretty much cemented them as the top-of-the-table team. It's Heung Min Son now. They defeated Liverpool 2-0, which was a great game as well. So this Crew squad doesn't necessarily score the masses of goals that you'd say Southampton would score, or, you know, that of even Arsenal in the earlier fixtures. But it's Lukaku. He can turn, and he's got Raheem Sterling now. Back to Lukaku. Tackled by Martinez, and that one gets away. That's going to do it for the first half. Southampton up 1-0 here in what has so far been a pretty even game, I'd say. Nothing really separating the two squads, although Heung Min Son with the goal. And that'll give Southampton something to work for in the second half. All right, see ya. Close the door behind you. Thank you. What do we have here? Southampton having more possession. 9 less passes attempted. Slightly more pass accuracy, even on tackles. So it's been a good game. So back underway we are. It's Giovanni Lo Celso now. It's to Alvarez, back to Jorginho. And now Crew looking to move forward. This is kind of the attack that Crew should be looking for here, although turned over. This 24-hour Le Mans should be starting within the next 10 minutes here, roughly. Although through to Son, the shot, and it's in. Heung Min Son, a brace here. Wonderful goal from Southampton to go 2-0 up over league-leading Crew. That is a fantastic place to be. So here it is again. Lukaku to Sterling, to Lukaku again, and through to Son. Lukaku gets a second assist of the day through some great passing. And Heung-min Son with the brace. That'll go down as Heung-min Son's 5th goal of the campaign. That'll move him to 3rd. Matter of fact, only ahead of Romelu Lukaku with 4. 2-0 to Southampton. Crew Alexander, who came into today's game sitting top of the table, had only had 1 extra point over that of Crystal Palace. So with this result, Arsenal's win earlier, they'll go to 15 points. Wolverhampton Wanderers, currently sitting on 13 points, could go top of the table after today. And it looks as if it's going to be a free kick here, or perhaps even more. Sorry, I was reading my notes. Let's see, where would this penalty take? Oh, it's in the box as well, wasn't it? It's going to be a penalty. So Bukayo Saka being replaced by Diego Carlos. And a penalty for Heung-min Son for the hat-trick, and it's in. Heung-min Son gets a hat-trick here in Matchday 9. It's been a brilliant fixture for Southampton, a game that they absolutely needed to get themselves back in a good standing in this league. And he's put it right down the middle as Son. 3-0 to Southampton. Slightly an unexpected turn of events here for Crew. For Alexander, next time out, will head to Selhurst Park to be hosted by Crystal Palace. Southampton will host that of Arsenal. A lot of good games coming up in the next couple of match days. Razor-thin margins towards the top end of the table. Zinchenko. Getting back to looking at the league table if we could. If I can find it. There's Julian Alvarez out to Pedro Porro, who stays on side. To Alvarez. Can he get past Chilwell? It's Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro now to Gabriel Jesus, to Zinchenko, and it's in. And so Crew get one back, which will be a massive boost for them. Great goal from Zinchenko. I mean, again, we're in the situation where any one of 1, 2, 3 different teams could go top of the table here. Zinchenko was a great pass inwards, and he's put that away nicely past Jordan Pickford. Formation lap getting underway for Lamar. Does he get it past Thomas Partey? No. There's Gabriel Jesus. To Giovanni Lo Celso. Back to Guimarães. To Jesus. Over to Zinchenko. Zinchenko now versus Matty Cash in defense. And Matty Cash looks as if he'll get this one away. Oh, maybe not. Back at the feet of Zinchenko. Nathan Ake pressures to Gabriel Jesus, to Guimarães, to Giovanni Lo Celso. The shot turned away by Pickford at the near post. That time, that did get close. Crew nearly found themselves a second goal, and at that point, all bets are off. Jorginho to take the corner. That ball swung in to Julian Alvarez. Heung-min Son goes through his back at the feet of Jorginho now. Jorginho to Alvarez. Did he cut inwards? No. Well, that one did get close. Wangman's son. Does he get it to Thomas Partey? Yes, he does. Thomas Partey tries to get it through to Lukaku. Gets it to Son instead, and now to Lukaku. Lukaku to Diego Carlos, and it's in. And a fourth for Southampton. Well, unexpectedly, Diego Carlos gets his goal coming off the bench. And just when he thought Crewe had signs of life in them, Southampton go 4-1 up. Lukaku made another great pass inwards. That's a hat-trick of assists for Romelu Lukaku. Wow, he has put that with pace past Alisson as well, hasn't he? (4-1). 4-1 for Southampton here. If Crewe can even get a couple of goals, maybe two, the second one would be fantastic for them to at least help with goal difference. There's still about 15 minutes remaining. It's Gabriel Jesus. Another good save by Jordan Pickford. Tell you what, Jordan Pickford's come into his own in this game. Oh, brilliant save on the hand. So Jorginho to take the corner again. That ball swung in well deep into the hands of Jordan Pickford with no problem. Sterling to Lukaku, back to Silva, to Diego Carlos. Oh, Fortnite updated, that's good news. Yes, Giovanni Lo Celso to Jorginho, back to Lo Celso, 15 minutes remain. As Zinchenko, the goal scorer. Giovanni Lo Celso now, can he get past Matty Cash? It's to Julian Alvarez. Can't get past Nathan Ake. Well, that one's gone off the hand there, and it will be a free kick for Southampton. Another substitution being made. Nathan Ake being replaced. Did you say Højbjerg? Is that how you... that's absolutely not how you're supposed to pronounce it. I'm trying to go off what the sideline announcer actually says. That's sometimes of the pronunciations I'll get. I'll tell you what, there's a couple of tricky ones. That's definitely one of them. Jorginho back to John Stones, to Guimarães, to Julian Alvarez now. Can he find Lo Celso? Oh, it's going to be a free kick here on the edge of the box. After Giovanni Lo Celso gets brought down. And John McGinn will replace Bernardo Silva. Julian Alvarez, 20-some-odd meters away. Julian Alvarez off the post. Nearly a nice free kick goal there, but I'm afraid it remains 4-1 for the time being. Still 10 minutes to go. Jorginho back to Stones. Back to Alvarez in defense. Remember, he had that injury earlier on. Mahrez trying to find Giovanni Lo Celso. Now it's at the feet of Lo Celso. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Another great save from Jordan Pickford. Here's Jesus. The shot, and that one goes in. Well, 4-2 the score. Gabriel Jesus, great finish. And the remaining fans here at Gretzky Road can have something to cheer about. Great pass from, I believe, was that Zinchenko who passed it. I could be wrong. It was taken on his left foot, put it with pace, and unfortunately that time Pickford can't get to it. Pickford has been an unstoppable force for Southampton this game. He's actually saved quite a lot of shots with other keepers probably could have let in Aaron Ramsdale. Anyways, 4-2 the score now, less than 5 minutes remaining. Tackled by Lo Celso, will be out of play. Throw in for Matty Cash. Jorginho to Gabriel Jesus. It's to Alvarez. Alvarez the shot, and that one will fly over the bar. Fair effort that time from Julian Alvarez, getting a shot off. Pedro Porro to Guimarães. Julian Alvarez now. Jorginho. Gets it to Alvarez. Alvarez trying to move inwards. It's Giovanni Lo Celso. He has Zinchenko on the side. 6 minutes added time to be played. Zinchenko the shot, turned away by Pickford at the near post. Yeah, that time has to be said. A good save from Pickford. Oh, looks as if it's Zinedine Zidane waving the flag at Le Mans to start. Alisson's been brought up the pitch here. Pedro Porro with a shot, ricochets. Giovanni Lo Celso into Gabriel Jesus. Tackled by Matty Cash, and away they get it for the time being. As the 24-hour Le Mans getting underway. And Zinedine Zidane waving the French flag to begin. 24-hour race. It's Romelu Lukaku. What a finish! Wow. Oh, God, don't hurt yourself. Oh, they've just disappeared. Well, here it is again. Raheem Sterling and Lukaku. 21 meters away. What a finish that was. Fortunately, Alisson has no semblance of saving that one, as we see Lukaku flip over the barriers and into certain death, I'm sure. Other guys just faced completely through that. That will do it. 5-2 the final score. Southampton rout Crew Alexandra, and it is the hat trick for Heung-min Son. Brilliant stuff from him and this Southampton squad. I tell you what, got a big boost today. That was a fantastic game. And now, I mean, that top of the table spot is completely up for grabs. Wolverhampton play Liverpool next. Man United play Wrexham coming up at the end. Tell you what, we're in for a good second half of the season if this is more of what we get. And so now Wolverhampton Wanderers hosting Liverpool from the Molineux. Wolverhampton could potentially go top of the table after today's match day. Could be a massive day for the Wanderers squad. For Liverpool, they'll have to look and perhaps find yet another point to add to their tally. They've got the squad to do it. Wolverhampton a formidable opponent, though. And surely a fantastic game on the way. Wolverhampton gets us underway as the 24-hour Le Mans started, not a minute and a half ago. Now 4 minutes, yeah. So Fofana to Fernandez. Remember, coming up next, we do have our final game of the match day. Wrexham being hosted by Manchester United from Old Trafford. Diaz trying to get it to Madison. Mateo Kovacic trying to get it away, but James Madison gets back on it. To Diaz, to Gakpo, to Salah. Salah's been brought down in the box. Oh, and Salah's hurt. Mo Salah is brought down in the 18-yard box, and he is clutching something. And now Liverpool on the attack. It appears that Mo Salah's gotten back to his feet. Declan Rice to Estepinian, back to Grealish. Estepinian now. Grealish, can he find Estepinian through on the other side? No, tackled by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Coming up in match day 10, Southampton will host Arsenal. First time in Matchday 1 that those two squads faced off. It was a 4-0 victory for the Gunners. Liverpool will host Ipswich. Crystal Palace will host Crewe Alexandra. That'll be an interesting game to watch after Southampton's 5-2 dismantling of Crewe Alexandra. That could be a game for Crystal Palace to keep an eye on. Luis Diaz can get past Kyle Walker. Here's Kyle Walker. Will actually put in a good defensive effort here. To Kulusevski, back to a couple of good passes there. I lost track of who was on the ball, actually. Not only that, we do have Wrexham hosting Wolverhampton in our final fixture of Matchday 10. Hope you stick with us. That should be a fantastic game. Andrew Tonali tackled by Jack Grealish, who will play it backwards to Hugo Lloris in goal. Bit of a risky one to play inwards across the face of the goal like that, but Grealish finds no issue. It's Kyle Walker. Under pressure from Cody Gakpo over to Diaz. To Declan Rice now. To Estupinian. Rice. Back to Estupinian again. There's Romero. Liverpool dominating possession here for the time being. On the touchline out for a throw for Wolverhampton. That one almost looks as if it was off the hand of Konate. It's at the feet of Callum Wilson. Wilson into Grealish, tried to find Eze at the near post. Oh, Eze nearly had a good pressure there on Nick Pope in goal. Diaz finds Gakpo. Kyle Walker, tackled by Gakpo. It's Cody Gakpo now. Can't get past Kyle Walker, unfortunately. That pass overhit. And out for a throw. Salah has gotten himself back to his feet. Wondering what the injury was that he did have. He's holding his shoulder, his right shoulder to be specific. Salah plays inwards to Gakpo, who gets it backwards to Fernandez. And Madison trying a shot, deflected. Mateo Kovacic to Eze. Grealish. Fofana finds Sandro Tonali in midfield. Madison back to Tonali, to Trent Alexander-Arnold now. And here's Madison. Trying to get past Declan Rice. Rice with a good interception or tackle. Too close to label it as an interception, but too far away to call it a tackle, either way. Off the touchline they go. Jack Grealish will actually get Trent Alexander-Arnold off the ball. Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson can get past Konate here. It's Callum Wilson, the shot. Saved by Pope at the feet of Wilson again. And Callum Wilson with the rebound. 1-0 to Liverpool. Well, the initial shot by Wilson was a good one. Pope did pretty well to save, but kind of gets himself out of position in saving it. And Wilson has probably one of the easier goals he'll ever have to score. And Liverpool ahead of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Van de Ven on the left side now. He's been a very pivotal player in defense for this Wolverhampton squad. His height and his strength. Very well. Again, with a good result here, Wolverhampton could go within the top couple of spots of the table. It'll be very interesting to see how the table actually lines up after today's games. Konate to Fernandez to Tonali. Sandro Tonali trying to work his way around Wilson and Declan Rice. Instead he'll pass back to Konate. Madison to Tonali. To Alexander-Arnold, back to Tonali. So very interesting to see Liverpool strike this early against Wolverhampton. More interesting just to see Wolverhampton concede. I mean, that team has been very, very good in recent games. Sandro Tonali. Can he find Mo Salah? He does. Salah versus Estupinian, and Estupinian will get the ball away. I'll tell you what, it went straight to the feet of Sandro Tonali, but couldn't keep it in play. Wolverhampton with more possession, interestingly enough. It's Kyle Walker. Cody Gakpo now, by Declan Rice. Oh, it's going to be a free kick here. That ball being swung in. Ebrechi Eze, and Hugo Lloris collects. So 1 minute at a time. Kulusevski on the right side. That's Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson finds Jack Grealish. He does to Mateo Kovacic. Back to Grealish. Grealish trying to find someone. Back to Kovacic. Ben de Ven did well, and that'll do it for the first half. Wolverhampton on the ropes versus Liverpool. Callum Wilson with the opening goal. Fantastic goal from him nonetheless, in order to get the rebound, be in the good position. And Liverpool lead Wolverhampton. Yeah, more possession for Wolverhampton. That was kind of what we expected. More passes attempted, equal pass accuracy, more tackles for Liverpool. And, of course, the 2 shots to 1. Estupinian now to Romero. Yes, in defense. I think if Liverpool can hold on here. Of course, losing 5-2 to Manchester United last time out. Here's Callum Wilson looking for another Callum Wilson. His second of the day. We still have Man United and Wrexham yet to come, but upset stomach type of day here. Southampton dismantled Crewe, and for the time being, Liverpool lead Wolverhampton. And a great shot from Callum Wilson. Unfortunately, Nick Pope can't come to the rescue that time. Nobody really got in the way of the ball. And Liverpool in a position which they have not really been yet this season. That's in the lead, and not to say just in the lead, but in convincing fashion as well. 2-0 here. Of course, still this entire half of football yet to come, but I mean, still, this is looking very, very well for Liverpool. On pace to perhaps get their first win of the season. And now it's Grealish. Over to Eze. Go Grealish again. He's got Mateo Kovacic center. Mateo Kovacic, and a third for Liverpool. Well, who would have thought this? Liverpool playing the best football we've seen all season from them. Jack Grealish, great assist nonetheless. Mateo Kovacic adds to his tally this season. Nick Pope again can't come up with a save. Some great passing got Liverpool the opportunity, and it's 3-0. Ball at his feet, it's Fofana. Sandro Tonali back to Fofana. Konate. Ben de Ven. Tell you what, Wolverhampton here unexpectedly playing poor again in a position where they could have been top of the table today. Still an hour gone here, half an hour remain. A lot of work needs to be done to get back in a position where they could salvage some points. Luis Diaz versus Kyle Walker. Finds James Madison. Madison trying to work inwards now, has Fernandez. Can't get around Romero and the rest of the defense, and Liverpool get it away. It's Estupinian. Romero, back to Estupinian again. Eze, English international, playing for Crystal Palace in real life. Looking to do well with the Euro squad. Declan Rice to Kovacic. Tackled by Fernandez, and Trent Alexander-Arnold gets it out of pressure. It's Luis Diaz now. Versus Declan Rice in midfield. Luis Diaz looks as if he'll go round Declan Rice here. Walker to Kulusevski to Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson now has Declan Rice forward, tackled. Now it's Madison. It's for Fernandez, has Fernandez to Sandro Tonali. To Madison, to Luis Diaz, to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who may have a shot here. Good save from Lloris at the foot. Mateo Kovacic to Kulusevski. Can he get past Konate? Oh, it will be a free kick here. Substitution to be made. James Madison to be replaced by Kai Havertz. That could be a good look there for Wolverhampton. Get some pace into the midfield. It will be a free kick here in the favor of Wolverhampton, as it turns out. It's going to be a free kick. I think a bit of a head clash there, perhaps, or other foul. That's 20 minutes remain here for Liverpool to find their first win of the season. I think even perhaps with this result, they would even overtake Ipswich in the table. I think on goal difference, perhaps. That'd be a massive result for Liverpool. Well, Salah has Kai Havertz back to Fernandez. It's Cody Gakpo to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz now, and it's tackled away. And Callum Wilson. It's Kulusevski to Grealish to Wilson. To Kyle Walker now. Tackled by Diaz. Van de Ven was almost tackled by Callum Wilson. Instead, back at the feet of now Sandro Tonali. To Fernandez, to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo tackled by Rice. Kulusevski back to Kyle Walker. To Mateo Kovacic. Over to Jack Grealish. Grealish to Kovacic to Eze. Richie Eze now. Once again, I'm not pronouncing his name correctly, I don't think. It's Jack Grealish to Mateo Kovacic in midfield. 10 minutes remain. Actually tackled well. Luis Diaz to Tonali. Back to Diaz. To Cody Gakpo. Back to Diaz again. Lofted over the top. A recent goal. Out wide to Estupinian. As Declan Rice now. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez tried to get through to Cody Gakpo, got in the way. Liverpool defense, 5 minutes remain. Kulusevski to Declan Rice, over to Callum Wilson. Kovacic back to Kulusevski, and Liverpool trying to move forward. Slowly but surely. Kovacic to Rice. And Wolverhampton end up with the ball once more. And what a result this would be for Liverpool, which it appears now they'll claim their first win of the season. This squad has undergone so much this season. So many games where they looked like they could have perhaps found a win, and it never turned out to be. After 8 matches played, 3 minutes at a time, they could potentially end up today in 8th place, and it will be a free kick here. They will absolutely be getting the win at this rate, it appears. Trent Alexander-Arnold being replaced. Danjuma being replaced. Trent Alexander-Arnold also being replaced by somebody. Jack Grealish being replaced by Phillips. It's that of Mo Salah to take the free kick. Tonali's been drawn upwards as well. There it is. Oh, what a goal. Well, a brilliant free kick goal from Sandro Tonali. And incredibly enough, I think that goal will prevent Liverpool from going up into 8th place, if my math is correct. Either way, a great finish. Oh, it was Sandro Tonali. I was right. Great shot. I think he's even got it in off the post there. Way out of reach for Hugo Lloris. Yeah, wonderful finish from Sandro Tonali to put it away from the free kick. And that will do it. Liverpool do get their first win of the season against a Wolverhampton Wanderers squad, which could have gone top of the table today, but it doesn't appear that they will. Our 2 most recent matches end up in 2 massive upsets. Crewe Alexandra being dismantled, Wolverhampton defeat at the hands of Liverpool. What a game from Callum Wilson with the brace. And next up, we head to Old Trafford for our final game of the match day. Manchester United hosting Wrexham. Should be a fantastic one, that. And now for our final match of match day number 9. Manchester United, more specifically Timo Werner and Manchester United, host that of Wrexham. Wrexham looking to bounce back. United looking to have a good opportunity to go up higher in the table. Tell you what, should be a great game. There's 2 squads very high in talent. And Wrexham get us underway. Just a reminder, a look at the fixtures coming up on match day 10. If I can find the thing. I had it. There it is. Match day 10, Southampton hosting Arsenal. Remember the reverse fixture for them. Arsenal won 4-0 over Southampton. Liverpool hosting Ipswich. Crystal Palace hosting Crewe Alexandra. Remember, that was a 2-0 win for Palace. And Wrexham hosting Wolverhampton. Should be a great second half of the season. At this rate, we've had some fantastic matches today. And a lot of upsets as well. Bruno Fernandes to Harvey Barnes. And tackled, and now Cancelo trying to move up the other side of the pitch. Pressure from Yuri Tielemans, back to Cancelo. The game picks Erling Haaland as the player to watch. I'd have to argue it's Timo Werner, the league-leading goal scorer. Rodri to Szoboszlai. Timo Werner, back to Rodri. Rodrigo Bentancur. Tackled in midfield, and Luke Shaw will get it back to Emi Martinez in goal. The World Cup winning Argentine goalkeeper. players brought down there. It looks like it might be a free kick here for Man United. Nope, it'll be in the way of Wrexham, actually. Van Dijk up the pitch, headed away by Rodri. Szoboszlai to Haaland. And Wrexham get the ball back in midfield. It's Fernandez. It's Harvey Barnes. Barnes now tackled by Cancelo, out for a corner. Swung in at the near post. Whoa, bicycle kick clearance. You don't see that too often. It's Luke Shaw now, tackled by Rodrigo Bentancur. Ball back at the feet of Wrexham here. It's Fernandez. Nkunku stayed onside. Christopher Nkunku. I think Reece James doing well here, but now it's Reece James versus Sinisterra. Fernandez versus Rodri. Sinisterra. Trying to move inwards, and Reece James does get that one away. Not convincingly, it'll be at the feet of Barnes. Barnes to Nkunku. And Man United getting this one up the pitch now. Timo Werner. Remember, Timo Werner scored a couple of times off the bench, and then Darwin Núñez was traded away. And that has allowed Werner to be a massive, massive part of this Manchester United squad. No longer off the bench, he's scoring goals starting. He's been a fantastic pick, and an even better choice to have him starting. It's Paqueta now, with Werner in the middle. Paqueta tries to work inwards, tackled away. It's Cancelo, back to Gomez, back to Cancelo again. And United now perhaps moving forward. It's Erling Haaland to Timo Werner, tackled. Fernandez out wide to Barnes. Silva back to Barnes. Diogo Dalot in defense. Barnes now trying to move. He may have space here. He's got Nkunku. Nkunku versus Gomez. Gomez gets the better of him there. And now it's Diogo Dalot. Yuri Tielemans, there he is, to Nkunku. Nkunku again tackled by Gomez. Erling Haaland to Timo Werner. Wrexham get the ball back in midfield. Even game this so far, half an hour gone. Just the one corner for Wrexham. Other than that, it's been a fairly even contest this. There's Diogo Dalot. Over the top. And played backwards again. Barnes to Nkunku. To Tielemans, out to Sinisterra on the left side. Sinisterra tried it with the laces and intercepted. Good block from Josko Gvardiol, and now trying to get it around Sinisterra here, and he does. Bentancur back to Werner, who's made his way to the right side on the touchline. It's Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland may have Szoboszlai forward here. No, Haaland looks like he's going to try to take it on his own. And tackled. It's Barnes. Diogo Dalot on the right side. Played by Paqueta. And yep, just the one shot so far for Wrexham, and that's about it, really. Thiago to Fernandez. Well, that one might be slipped through to Barnes here. No, it's going to be offsides. It was a good idea from Bruno Fernandes, but I'm afraid he is clearly offsides as well. Good call from the lino. And Cancelo gets that one up the pitch to Bentancur in midfield. Versus Thiago. Back to Reece James. Josko Gvardiol. There's Timo Werner. Timo Werner now. Oh, he can't get past Thiago Silva. There's Diego Dalot. Barnes back to Dalot. And now Yuri Tielemans on the right side. Yuri Tielemans swung to Nkunku. That one has gone inside of Nkunku, and then... Yeah, that's not exactly how football works, but anyways. Reece James the touchline, tackled by Nkunku. Hopefully his wound from having the ball phased through him is healed. Come to the conclusion of the first half here, nothing really of it. Rodri to Szoboszlai. Over to James on the right side. There's Timo Werner. Tackled by Luke Shaw. Sinisterra back to Shaw. Sinisterra to Thiago. To Christopher Nkunku. To Bruno Fernandes. Back to Nkunku. Great save from Ederson. 1 minute added time to be played. Bruno Fernandes to take the corner coming up. That ball swung in. Headed from Virgil van Dijk, and it's off the crossbar and out of play. Be out for a goal kick. Wonderful header. Oh, and he's only just gotten it wrong. Virgil van Dijk nearly with a fantastic goal. Instead, it stays level. Ederson will play short to Gomez, over to Cancelo. That'll do it for the first half. It's still all level. Between the two sides, nothing in it. Christopher Nkunku. Bit of a slow day for him so far, but had the one good shot earlier. But Old Trafford remains on their toes. Still a 0-0 game here. More possession for Wrexham. That looks about right. 26 more passes attempted for Wrexham. Equal-ish pass accuracy. More tackles as well. Been a great game, this. Tough and said, bang goes the 0-0 draw, but when you got good competitive football like this, it is still fun to watch. That's what sometimes people don't understand about good football, is that even a 0-0 draw is a good fixture to watch if it's entertaining. This has been pretty good. Paqueta, can he get past Diogo Dalot here on the left side? It looks like he will. Moves to the corner, and Diogo Dalot backwards to Martinez in goal. Oh, hang on a minute. Whoa, that one got risky. This just temporarily. Sorry, I have to pause this now. I will be right back. Back underway here. That'll be a free kick for Wrexham. At midfield. Try to get it inwards to Nkunku. United get it away for the time being, and now Erling Haaland, Szoboszlai moving forwards. It's Paqueta. And Rodrigo Bentancur might have room on the right side. Rodrigo Bentancur inwards to Timo Werner. To Szoboszlai, the shot blocked. Oh, and who's that that's gone down? Oh, it's Yuri Tielemans. This is a big blow to the Wrexham side if Yuri Tielemans was unable to continue. Yikes. So Yuri Tielemans goes down with an injury. Trying to find out who his replacement is. It's Ivan Perisic. Yikes, that is a tough loss. Wrexham, Yuri Tielemans so strong in midfield for this Wrexham side. Nkunku trying to move forward. And tackled by Gomez. Gomez to Josko Gvardiol. Szoboszlai to Bentancur to James to Werner. And tackled by Van Dijk. And now Wrexham trying to move forward with about an hour gone. It's Thiago. Can he get past Rodri? No, Rodri doing well. Gomez. You can find Cancelo. There he is. It's Rodri. Back to Cancelo. Back to Rodri. Paqueta to Gomez. Back to Paqueta again. Now we're gone here. Still nothing in it between the two sides. Rodrigo Bentancur trying to maneuver around in midfield. Finds Dominik Szoboszlai. Rodri to Szoboszlai once more. James gets in the way of that one. Sinistera actually will get a good tackle in, but back to the throw-in for United. Gvardiol over to James, to Timo Werner, back to James. Tackled by Nkunku. Gvardiol does get a tackle in. It's Gomez. Finds Paqueta. Back to Cancelo on the left side now. To Szoboszlai. Good passing by this United squad. Still yet to really find their way forward, but here's Paqueta to Erling Haaland. Trying to get it to Timo Werner. Virgil van Dijk with a good tackle. And getting it away is Wrexham. Exactly what that Wrexham squad needed. That was a good-looking attack. Shaw. There's Barnes. Barnes has Christopher Nkunku now, trying to work his way forward. Gomez does get it away. Keita back to Cancelo. Perisic getting the ball there. It's Nkunku. Out to Perisic. Perisic pass to Nkunku. Nkunku versus, I believe, Gomez. And Nkunku getting Gomez off the ball there. Bit rough play. It's Ivan Perisic now to Thiago. Back to Fernandez. And a bit of jumble in possession there. And United getting it away. 15 minutes remain. Still nothing in it between the two squads. It's been a fantastic fixture, this. Rodri trying to get it to Haaland. Virgil van Dijk got in the way. Fernandez to Barnes. Cancelo trying to defend over Perisic. Nkunku. Fernandez to Perisic. It's gone off the foot of Gomez. Wrexham getting possession back now in a dangerous territory. It's Bruno Fernandes. 10 minutes remaining here. Trying to slip it through to Christopher Nkunku. And Reece James does get it away. Let's go Gvardiol to Cancelo. Keita to Szoboszlai. Rodri. Back to Josko Gvardiol in defense. Trying to move inwards. Gvardiol to Paqueta. To Cancelo. Back to Paqueta once more. Tried to find, I believe that was Szoboszlai center. And now Wrexham moving well. It's Barnes. Barnes cuts backwards, trying to find a way around Cancelo. It's Thiago. 5 minutes remain. Paqueta to Nkunku. Tries to tackle as Josko Gvardiol, but it's Christopher Nkunku. What a game this, to be left late. And Wrexham, the opening goal in the 86th minute. He's worked so well to get himself around Josko Gvardiol, and Ederson, well, you'd have to think probably could have got a better attempt on that, but still, Christopher Nkunku, the goal for Wrexham, which could seal the fate of Man United. What an entertaining match this was, and you had to just think that the goal was on its way. From who it would be from, we wouldn't know. But it is Wrexham. But now, Rodrigo Bentancur. Perisic to Fernandes. Barnes. Wrexham moving well again. Back to Fernandes, into Nkunku. Nkunku tackled, and Reece James clearing it away. We're only going to have like 2 minutes at a time here, at the most. Maybe 3 with the injury, could be. 2 minutes, that's the call. Josko Gvardiol gets it to Paqueta. And United suddenly working well here. It's Paqueta. Lofts it over the top. He may have Timo Werner. Werner, does he have a shot? He does! It's saved by Emi Martinez. And that will do it. Wrexham 1-0 over Manchester United. What a game it was. Wrexham get themselves back into good form. Right when they needed to. What a fantastic match day this has been. Halfway through the season, and it's anyone's bet who will be top of the table when it finishes out.